Okay, we're not continuing a practice exercise anymore. We've completed the chart for the most part. There's a couple of formulas down here to be waiting for in the process problem that you will hand in. I just wanted to take a few minutes and discuss this chart and the data that's on it. To begin with, I think we should probably go ahead and finish these two formulas that are left. It's asking here for the amount on the balance sheet for the ending work in process inventory. And that one's pretty straightforward. It is our ending work in process. That's $774. That $774, our ending work in process, that's going to be next month's beginning work in process. What you would start the next month with is you would have 1,800 units up here. The completion in terms of conversion would be 30%. You would have 30% sitting up here. And right here you would have $774 that was assigned in the previous month. So that's going to be our starting work in process next month. The other part of it, the ones that were finished and moved on to the next department or to finished goods inventory, but finished as far as this department is concerned, is both the beginning work in process plus the started and completed. It's these two categories together because beginning work in process would always be the first thing completed. We have a first in, first out assumption, so those would be done first. And then the other ones, this category that was started and completed, would obviously be completed. So these two together actually make what we transfer out to the next department or to finished goods, $23,260. If you can complete this entire chart, even as you're doing the homework, you'll be able to pull out any of the answers regarding this month's cost, anything that really could be asked to you. If you looked at a random problem, say 2014 and 2015, that's exercise 2014 and 2015. If you completed this chart for 2014, you could answer, let's see what they have, determine the number of units transferred to the next department. Well, as we said, the beginning work in process and started and completed, those are what gets transferred to the next department. This is what would get transferred. Determine the cost per equivalent unit of direct materials and conversion. There they are, cost per equivalent unit for direct materials and conversion. Later in 2015, the cost of the beginning work in process inventory completed. That would be this number right here, the beginning work in inventory completed. And then even the next one, cost of units transferred to the next department, and that would be these two together. So all of your information is on this, and on the exam I give you this chart, and then I ask 5 questions. And I think one of them is like, what is the direct materials per equivalent unit, or maybe it's conversion, but it's one of these two numbers. But you're going to have both done anyways, because then later I'll ask, what is the cost of the units that were started the prior month but completed this month? Well, that's these. The beginning work in process was started last month, completed this month, and that would be your answer on the exam. So after you learn how to do this chart, spend a little time, and I would actually, as you're doing the homework, try to do this chart. Get some of these blanks. I'm going to have this blank form in there, and just start plugging in the numbers, getting used to it, and realizing that as you do this chart, you have done all the questions that can be asked of you in this section. This is the only real problem on the exam, is basically doing this chart, and then identifying some of the numbers for me. So if you have any questions on it, get in touch with me, and thanks much.